every once in a while, right? There'd be like 5 guys in a comedy club, and then
Very
they get roasted.
They
though.
get lit up. Yeah.
Hey, this is the gay
Losers.
bunch right here. Yeah, you guys can't get women. It's like, hey, we can't hang out. It's like, sure you can if you guys don't want to jerk each other. Like,
What is an event that is acceptable that you and a bunch of guys, no women,
Strip club.
bachelor parties,
strip club.
Strip
Yeah,
club.
that's the same thing. We so limited.
Yeah.
Church. No.
Golfing.
Sure.
Golf.
Cigar
Sport.
lounge.
That's a
Yeah,
sport.
sports area.
Sports.
Cigar lounge.
Sports
Yeah,
bar. So watch
yeah.
a game. Sports again.
Yeah.
It's just
sports.
Yeah, I mean that's always where the
Church is a problem.
Church.
I
Why?
think unless she's like, nigga, I need to go.
I've never seen a group of dudes go to church, and if
Never
I did,
seen,
I'd be like,
like,
"What did y'all do?"
with no women. Yeah, it's like we got to get saved
I
tonight.
was like, "Who did you kill?
Can
What
we
did
see-
y'all rob?
Can we see the pastor?
What is
I'm talking
happening?"
about
We
the
need to see him
we
right
need to
now.
see him tonight.
If I
talking
saw a
about
group
the
of dudes
meetup.
be like, "We need to all go to church," I'm a little concerned. I'm gonna be honest with you.
on the meetup. Not
I'm
like
a little
everybody
concerned.
meet at my house. We'll drive there together. That looks weird.
Yeah.
But if y'all all pull up and be
No,
like,
man.
What's
Nah,
up, brother?
I think people
What's up,
be-
brother Dion?
I
What's
think
up,
people
brother
be
Keon?
concerned.
And you see these niggas in praise and worship crying like
They did
Oh
something.
yeah.
they went to Vegas.
Yeah.
They went raw. They buried the body. They said we got to go right now.
They did some
Yeah,
things, bro.
yeah.
A group of dudes going to church, they did something.
Yeah, something horrible happened.
Y'all wouldn't meet up at church with me? We all wear our big hats.
Why do we have hats?
Because
It's the church
No,
thing.
women do that.
the church
man.
hat.
No, we changing it. No, we gonna have the black hat with the red underneath. That's the black
That's the
men's
dude.
church
With the feather.
Yeah,
No,
that
you
would
didn't
make
see
me
the
nervous.
red underneath hat that all the dudes
Oh,
in
yeah,
Atlanta
yeah,
wear
yeah.
to church.
The stiletto hat.
The red bottom hat.
Yeah, the red bottom hat.
That's cold though, to how different the worlds are.
Mhm.
The stuff we can't do. Like a group of women go to church, you'd be like, "Oh, okay." Group
Yeah.
of dudes, you'd be like, "They killed 30 people this weekend."
They need an alibi.
Yeah.
The pastor's like, yeah, Nick, what y'all niggas do?
What y'all do?
He gonna stop mid
He stopped. Hey, y'all come up here.
Come on, right now, right
Come
now.
on, let me lay hands on you real quick. I know you did it. What?
He
He touched
You did it.
Even the pastor's like, look at these group of men, gays. Can I get a
no
gay?
more. I've been delivered.
Man,
I like women.
like Dion said, and you see a bunch of dudes like crying.
Yeah.
They did something,
Yeah.
bro, or they went
Help
through
me,
a
God.
lot.
I'll
like,
never do this again. If you get me out of this, Lord.
when
please.
dudes have a breakdown at church, I'd be like, "What?"
Yeah, I've
has
lied
he-"
to God
like when
about
women
that.
cry at church, I'd be like, "Okay."
Mhm.
When dudes, I'd be like, "What did he go through?"
Yeah.
Good, like whether it's
Yeah.
he did something or something was done to him, or I was like,
Yeah.
"What just broke him?" Because
there's a guy.
You know what I'd be really like confused about if I've ever seen a dude catch the Holy Spirit in church.
it happens.
I've never seen it.
I've never.
Well, it won't be like that.
I'd
It'll
be
be
like-
more like
Yeah, I've just seen like
that.
that.
It'll be like this. Got it.
Like
Oh.
I see more.
That
just,
was in
yeah.
church though. That was
No, it wasn't. But
oh.
I'm saying that's the reaction that
Yeah.
you from it. It's like they sitting there and then something hit,
Just
and they
hit.
just have a breakdown.
Yeah.
They realize
But I
they're
don't-
going to hell.
I don't
Like
see a lot of
I've
the.
done all this stuff he said today.
I don't see a lot of the. It's definitely different, and it just could be men's makeup. Like I ain't gonna do. And they
Yeah.
just.
I have it to me in church. Donnie McClurkin was at my church in Dayton, Ohio, and I'm way in the back, and he was like, "There's somebody right here who's going through something that nobody knows about." And he was like,
It's everybody.
he's like, "Talk to me, God. Talk to me, God. Who is it?" He was like, "You, brother." And I said, He said, "Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete." I was like, "No, I'm trying to get." I was like, "Ah!" I was on my elbow. I'm like, "Ah! Why did he catch me?" I'm way in the
You know
back.
what's crazy is doing stand up. We know that no matter who he pointed at, it would have hit.
Somebody.
Yeah.
It would
Everybody
have hit.
knows
That was
it.
crowd work.
Yeah,
That was crowd work. It's crowd work.
He does that at every church.
You do that every because he know it's
Yeah.
the chance, the probability is
Yeah.
99%.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm
Somebody
good.
gonna
I'm
do it.
good, Donnie. You
Everybody at church
Especially
is
hiding
going
in the
Everybody
back.
gonna do something.
Head down.
good. Yeah.
He looked for the person that wasn't trying to make eye contact. That brother right there.
He was looking for the nigga in the t-shirt.
Yeah,
You were going through something.
that's good
Shredded
crowd
me.
work. But
It
that's
shredded me.
good
When I
crowd
tell you, I
work.
bought both of his CDs. Live
See?
in London and
Life in London was good. Though.
Yeah,
Oh, you got that CD? I don't
was
even
good.
know who y'all talking about.
Donnie McClurkin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we fall down, we get up.
I don't know.
Man,
Oh, that nigga got you with the merch.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crowd work, bro. Killed it.
If you're going through something, it's 2 for $10.99.
Yeah, pastors really are. They're, obviously they're there to deliver messages and heal and all that, but they are public speakers. They know how to
They have
get
a
a
set.
crowd going. They know how to do all that thing. Like
They are entertaining.
they're
Unless, but if
they're
you're
really
not
good.
entertaining, you suck. You be like,
Yeah, they're good at, and a lot of them love stand up.
Yeah. And I love how they find ways of getting the crowd work. Y'all don't hear what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is for me, y'all. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all good.
They're
Holy
good.
Christian. Y'all
They're
good.
good.
This is for me. Oh no,
They got catchphrases. Can I get an amen?
Yeah.
All right. Every time I get quiet.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I hate the hoot and hollering pastors. Like, it's always fun to kind of see them build up to it. You'd be like, I would like to first give an honor to God and my lovely first lady right here. If it weren't for her, I'll be nothing. She's my better half over here.
Right.
But we're going to turn to the book of Ecclesiastes. This is... I was like, how did we get here?
If they open up like that, I'm be like, wait a minute. You're supposed to build.
You press play.
The organist, he's not even there yet. What are you doing? The funniest thing is when a pastor, like if the pastor's cooking and everybody's going fine, but the funny is when they try to do that, but it's not hitting.
Yeah.
And then, y'all don't hear me today. And they're like, no, we don't.
Yeah.
You were bombing.
You're
You're bombing.
Yeah, you got to scream. That's
Pastors, some pastors
That's
be
when they
bombing.
go to the music. Hit me one time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
they're
Stay
still
with
like,
me, Ogie. Stay with me.
they're like,
Stay
nah,
with
we weren't feeling it.
Yeah.
We weren't, because that's another thing that people don't like to admit. Pastors be bombing
Scratch this from the
sometimes.
set list next time. Okay,
They will get to the guest
Yeah.
speaker real quick.
What
The
if
first
they
5
gave-
minutes ain't going good. We're going to bring up...
Pastors bomb at funerals all the time.
Oh,
They
man.
get somebody in the back in the light.
I'm going to wrap it up real quick.
Hold on. Let me get a 5. I promise
me get
I
my
can save
last
souls.
word
I can
in.
save souls. Come on, give me like 5 more minutes. Come on.
You know how comedians try to end on a laugh? What do pastors try to end on?
A tear.
Like,
we get a
Is
tear.
it a tear? A pass out? Or
Oh,
what?
there was one.
Can anybody come to the front? Anybody? Did I touch anybody?
I wonder what
Please.
they try to end on.
Did you go to Nick's funeral?
Nick's? Did I go to Nick's?
No.
Did y'all go?
No,
Did y'all
I
go?
didn't go to
I
Nick's.
didn't.
Yeah, I didn't go. Oh man,
I Pastor Bomb?
Yeah, I was trying to see who bombed worse, Serene's or Nick's, because them
Pastor
cats. I
bombed,
was
bro.
like, yo, did Fu have a funeral out here?
Yeah, but we had a gathering out here. Then he had a personal funeral back home.
Oh, okay, you didn't go back to New York.
No, my grandpa's funeral was terrible.
The
Yeah.
bombs?
I've never. He had a Jehovah's Witness preacher, and
That's
they're
different.
not very energetic. They're
Oh,
very boring.
Mm-hmm.
So he was bombing the whole time. And he ran the light and would not get, like, he was trying to get that last one off, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, man, nah. They don't be putting emotion in when they're reading scriptures. They just read it.
Yeah.
You end with life is short. It could be any one of y'all.
Right now.
Y'all better get your life together tonight.
Soon as you
Let me
leave
hear
Get here right now. If your life is toxic in any way, you better meet me right now in the altar.
I don't like that either. You be trying to get members at the funeral.
Yeah,
Everybody needs.
nah,
I'm like,
just
hey,
send them
man.
off, man. Send them off.
This ain't the time to recruit.
Yeah,
what
send
we
them off.
doing?
Send them off.
Just send them off, man.
Is it disrespectful if the funeral's too fast?
Nah.
Nah. I don't
Come
think
on
so.
up here, see him. Get on out here. We good.
You got someone in
What?
the front.
Can we
like,
honor him at all? Nah, gotta go.
What is the proper
it's like a meet
timing?
and greet. All right, 1, 2, 3. Next. 1.
proper timing?
Yeah, what's the proper
That'd be
timing?
disrespectful.
Hey
If-
man, a funeral shouldn't be more than 15, 20, bro.
You are out of control.
how? That's too long. I mean, too short.
To get out my church,
Yeah, dog.
as in like y'all mingling. Can y'all mingle in the lobby? Y'all seen the body?
No, 15 is too short because you figure
I'm talking about the time we sitting in there and that whole thing goes down. It's we're here to honor such and such. Roll the video. Y'all got 3 minutes to say something. Only 5 of y'all, and we out
that's
of
15
here.
right there though.
20 minutes is what I said. We out.
Nah.
Can't do a last
my
viewing?
mom did it pretty quick.
You get
we
that's
we
the
didn't do
pre-show.
the whole service. She just said, all right, my step pops didn't want full service. So we just did a viewing. That was about a half hour. Then you met at the what's the thing after the funeral? We skipped the whole funeral.
repast,
yeah.
We went straight from the viewing
That sounds good.
to the repast.
30 minutes
Yeah.
and then we get to party, bro.
What
Turn
if
the
they had like
music
little
up.
TVs behind the headrest? See, y'all can look at the body like this. You look into the dead body like, yeah, there he looks like him. So you had to see the viewing.
Like a Zoom
trying to think.
Zoom viewing.
Yeah, like we in the church, but it's like a Delta. Like
Then it's gotta be a
TV in front of
song.
it. Yeah,
There got to be a song. So
You gotta have some sort of regulation.
it should be long though. It should not be
It's
long.
always long because like anybody want to say something, anybody from the family, any friends, and then people start lining up. And you're like, man, this shit's gonna be long.
Yeah. The lineups is long. I had to speak at both my grandparents' funeral and I didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I was the oldest grandchild. So they was
spoke at
like,
both
you got to
mine,
get up
too.
there. I was like,
Let's hear the time you thought you'd be cool and you choked up.
I did
You cried
I
both
didn't
of
at my granny's. I didn't at my papa's.
You didn't? Wow.
because I had mentally prepared for. He died at 97.
Yeah.
So around 90, we was like, all right, it's coming. But my granny kind of was more unexpected. So I think everybody took that one harder.
Yeah.
Than somebody who lives to 97. It's
Right.
like, you had a great run, man, versus somebody who dies in their 60s. You're like, what the hell? Like, what is
Yeah,
this?
97. It's like you live past all your friends.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Some of your kids.
He didn't even want to. He was just like, I'm done. Like, all my wife gone, my friends are done.
Yeah.
Like, what else?
He pulled the parachute.
I can't even see the babies. He's like, I can
eyes
feel them,
went.
but I'm my cataracts is, I'm done, bro.
Yeah.
I was kind of happy for him. Like, I was like, good for you, because he used to complain all the time. I can't wait to go.
Can't wait.
So
I was looking at y'all like, y'all happy.
I was like,
Somebody
all right, bro.
take me, Lord.
Yeah.
I choked up at my dad's funeral. I thought it was good because I was in the front row, all the siblings in the front row, and then and I felt like my other two siblings already talked, so I guess I'd do it. I'm a public speaker, so I walked around and then I started seeing my family members. I was like, oh, he here, she here, and I was like, wow, my friends from high school. I was like, oh, y'all just popped up on me. I was like, 'cause I'm back in Dayton, so I'm like, oh man, y'all really love my dad. That's right. And I was like. I said, wow. I wasn't planning on doing this at all. Y'all popped up here, man. And I was like, and I told the story about my dad buying my first car without telling me. He's like, as soon as you get your license, you can buy you a car. He gave me a car. And then right before he died, he gave me the car I have now.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave me my first and, my last car to this day. So and it was just so random, like, you need a car, Dion? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I feel like he was like,
He said, somebody need a car, right?
yeah.
Down in the back hiding.
Someone, one of my kids need a car. You.
He don't even know. He said the same thing to me. He's like, take care of my baby. Well, he's talking about the car because he groomed it. First car he built from scratch. He was a tow truck man.
A real man right there. Yeah, jeez.
And I wrecked that mug in a month.
Damn.
Yeah, did not take care of it. And then his last one, I was like, oh boy, it's a really nice car. And choked me up. He gave me my last car. He was like, take care of it. And when I say like a month after that, he died. So I was like, that send off of, here you go.
Yeah. I get that.
And it's low mileage. Like he ain't going nowhere with it. That was his little stylish car. He drove his tow truck up until he died. And it was like 20,000 miles.
Last thing he gave you.
Yeah.
Last little.
Yeah.
Did you know his passing was coming or?
No.
Oh.
It was funny. It's not funny, but when I tell the story, it's funny as a punchline.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Well, I mean,
my dad died. Come on. Let's be serious, all right? My dad. Come on, Keon, man. What we doing here? I'm about to tell you how my daddy died.
I didn't know you
led
just
with
kept saying my
you
daddy
led with
died.
it's not funny, but I mean it's funny.
To the
But it's not
punchline.
funny.
Because when you say it, it's like he
This is how you started my daddy died story.
he died. He had a heart attack on the toilet. He was
Elvis
pushing.
style.
Oh, that is
He said
hilarious.
old style.
I said Elvis style.
Yeah, he was pushing, and he's really bad with like vegetables and stuff. He never ate vegetables, so he was like, they say he'd been straining for years. So just to seeing like how bad his stool was, and I was like, God, that's the terrible. And how we found him was on Christmas, so it ruined that whole Christmas.
Oh yeah.
On
Yeah.
Christmas,
You
on the
think?
toilet?
Yeah. So when my sister called me, I'm over my kids opening up gifts, and then my sister called me. I was like, "What, Pam?" I'm like, "I'm with my family."
Yeah.
And she's like,
Why you talking to her like she's a side chick?
"Because
I'm with my family,
Yeah.
fam. You don't call me on it's Christmas.
because she rarely calls me. She usually texts me.
Yeah.
And we joke a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What, Pam?" She's like, "Daddy, Dad." I was like, "What?" And then all my kids look at me like that face of like, "What?" And I
What's
went in
happening?
another room. And I was like, I don't want to ruin my kids'
Yeah.
Christmas. So I was like, "What happened?" Yeah, wait, I don't know how long he's been there because I ain't hear from him yesterday. And she's like, and they can't figure out from the rigor mortis because he keeps his house really hot. And like, we trying to know if it's been 2 days, or if it's been today. And I was just like, okay, I'm sorry for yelling at you. I was because it was so, I was like, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, all right. And I was like, and I went back in the room like, they all like, look, Dad, what I got. And I was like,
You got a lifelong memory. You remember this forever?
and I was like, should I tell them now? Like, this a grandpa.
Yeah.
And I was like, and their mom, Donnie's, was like, what happened? And I was like, should I say this now? Because they're still opening up gifts.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
halfway
Now you gotta
through.
wait.
Don't fuck up Christmas.
Yeah.
Do it.
I know.
Mine is
Yours
wrong, but you
is
can save
fucked-
theirs.
No, yours is gone and fucked up. But come on.
You know what?
Well,
Everybody's going down with
wait
me.
a minute. How old were the kids?
This was 2 years ago.
Oh, they were old enough for that.
17 and
There's
Oh,
no more magic when they teenagers, bro. The magic is over.
That's true.
That's,
but
you
still.
can tell them. I'd have told them.
Yeah, but still, they're gonna remember it and miss the day it
It's
happened.
the day it happened.
Yeah,
Pick
yeah.
that shit up.
Just let them enjoy the gifts for a little
yeah,
bit.
they did. And then I told Anise, and I was like, my dad died. And she was like, what? And now the kids are investigating, like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, should we tell the kids? And she was like, so I was like,
She's like,
I
no,
was
you
like- I
fucked
was like-
up my
kids.
Christmas too already. We don't need to fuck
Yeah.
up theirs.
Were you like grabbing the paper, like the extra wrapping paper? and
no,
stuff?
because the thing is, like, my youngest half open, like, what happened? She's, you can see like a little bit of a toy. Like,
Yeah.
what happened?
She looking down her new phone.
iPhone, so now iPhone's attached to that.
Every time I think of this,
I'll tell you. I did.
Hello.
I'll tell you how
I'll say grace. Heavenly Father. Well, I don't have a father. That's what I want to tell you. So you told them when they were opening presents?
yeah. I think that she was like, just tell him.
No, you gotta wait and be like, hey, Grandpa died like 5 days
Could you
ago.
imagine?
You gotta wait till
Damn.
after. You can't fuck up New
5
Year's
days?
too. You gonna ruin New Year's? You gotta wait.
The funeral would have passed already. Wait,
Yeah.
Actually, 2 weeks ago.
Actually, the funeral's today.
You know, we had a
Fast,
family
it's
trip
February.
coming
Hey, happy Valentine. By the way,
Graduation.
Hey,
17 years.
I keep trying to call Grandpa. He's not
when's the last time you
answering.
talked to him? About 17 years ago. Oh, yeah.
About that brings us to.
Yeah, that's
So how'd they take it?
They were close, not close, but it was like phone call
Yeah.
relationship. So he'd call maybe like once a month to talk with him. Hey, Grandpa, yep, grades are good. But that sort of energy. And then like I think a year before that, I surprised him with the girls for Father's Day, and they spent all day together. So that was pretty much the relationship they have ever had, because my youngest had never met my father, and my oldest, my dad don't like flights.
Yeah.
So we always had to take him to Dayton. So my oldest had a relationship with him, but not like you gonna hang out with your grandpa, we gonna have fun. It was mostly like we all hanging out together, like having dinner or something. But yeah, so it was like a oh, I'm sorry, but their energy was pretty.
They felt
somber.
bad for you.
Yeah. They kind of kept doing like the.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I'm gonna go ahead and head on out, kind of grieve on my own. Y'all enjoy your Christmas, and then I just went walking, and just like, wow, this is crazy.
You walked all the way to Dayton, huh?
Huh?
They walked all the way back to Dayton.
Back to Dayton.
Like, Dion, you look great. Well, I walked across half the country.
What do you expect? I've been fasting.
That leaving the car for somebody thing is a big responsibility.
Yeah.
My step pops left me his car because he knew all the other kids would have turned it in. They would have
Wow.
traded it
Traded
in. They wanted the new Benz. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? But trying to keep it to where he liked it is like a huge responsibility, and you can't trade it in.
Yeah.
Did you learn how to work on cars with him, or you
Not
just
at
was-
all.
Oh.
I am. It's a sour excuse of a man when it comes to maintenance or anything, or building, or putting things together.
You can change a tire,
tools.
right?
He put the whole car together and you didn't help?
The first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
this was
can you
a
change a
Chrysler
tire?
300. Yeah, I did it 10 years ago, but I'm sure I'm out of shape. Of like, I know I'm supposed to go in a star when it comes to the
Yeah,
lug
that's
nuts.
not hard. It's pretty easy.
Yeah,
I thought you would have picked up something.
You know what's crazy though? I know how to do it, but I refuse
right,
because I pay
Yeah.
for trips. So no, y'all couldn't do this.
right. Yeah,
I'd have to be in like a rush.
Yeah,
And couldn't wait on them for me to be like,
It's,
I
it's
gotta
so
do
much
this.
faster to do this shit yourself.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
But if I'm not in a rush, I'm like, I pay for this.
yeah. What if you clean? Like you got a tuxedo on.
Different game.
You just went to church with your boys.
Well, this is after church.
Y'all wearing all white.
If this is after church, I'm getting dirty.
You wear all white.
Yeah,
Man, I like changing tires, man. I think it's one of those world man things. I can't do nothing else on my car. All I can do is change that tire, though.
I haven't changed my oil before.
No, I'm not messing with
I don't know where to go.
I'm not messing with oil or brakes because I don't want to.
Shaking his head too.
Yeah, I don't know where to look.
I can do all that. I just hate the cleanup afterwards.
Yeah.
I hate let's leave the oil in the can over there.
Yeah,
Let me just drive off and it be gone
Yeah.
when I get
Right.
back.
That's when I'll just whatever. Changing the tire, I could do that. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to,
but
but
I can do it. Spark plugs, I did that. That's not hard though.
No.
It depends on the car.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's just
It's
a
way
thing,
up
and you
under
need
there.
the specific tool.
I change
though.
a mean battery.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you
A
something.
mean battery.
mean battery.
Batteries scare me only because it's like that electrical shit. I still get scared jumping the car.
Oh no.
So you won't get
change a
electrocuted that
mean
much.
battery.
You got
It won't be like
that
this.
red to red, black to black,
It might
right?
be like that, but it's not like.
Every time I do it, I be sitting there like, I think I'm doing it right. And I call my dad like, hey,
Red,
what's-
red, black to black?
He's like, keep the
Yeah.
color the same. I was like, all right, cool. And I just like always forget every time I had to do it.
Yeah.
I used to always put them together.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Like you Frankenstein.
I change a mean light. When the lights go out, go in there.
Man, my
change that.
bathroom light went out today. You know, like those ones that have the big old globe on them,
Right,
right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, how am I going?
You got to push up. And,
Yeah, I was like,
First, you got to unscrew the
I
little
said,
screws
nah,
around
this
it.
is real work. Now I got to get up here and risk my life. Hope I don't crash and die in the tub on
Cold
the toilet,
changing
right?
smoke detectors.
Oh, monster. The
A
double
monster.
A lot of people don't realize it's double A.
A monster. And the CO2, that's a different battery. You got to go. You got to go.
That's the
Get,
little pros
it's
right
the
there.
it's the 1, 2, 3 battery.
Yeah.
Man, y'all lame,
just
bro.
got one
I take the
yesterday.
real risk in life. I don't change nothing. I ain't got no batteries. You just die.
I don't even change my drawers.
You had a tough time financially, like I did when I was younger. Nothing to talk about here. Then do what I did to get back on track. Get yourself Kickoff. What is Kickoff, you ask? Kickoff is a credit building app. The thing about Kickoff is it's easy to sign up, and I started seeing my credit build faster than I thought it was going to be. One of the best things about Kickoff is their rent reporting feature. Because I don't know why they don't talk the credit as when you pay your rent, it doesn't count as credit. Like you need credit to be able to pay your rent to get an apartment, but why doesn't it count? But with Kickoff, they add it in there. So if you pay your rent on time, your credit will build. And that's super dope. Users with credit under 600 grew an average of 84 points in their first year with on-time payments. That's a lot. With transparent, affordable plans starting at just $5, no hidden fees, and zero interest, Kickoff helps you score big when it comes to credit. It's simple. You make one-time payments, credit bureaus see good behavior, and your credit can grow fast. Start building credit immediately for only $1 on your first month. AutoPay helps you build credit while you sleep and never worry about missing a payment. Sign up in minutes from your phone, no credit check. You can cancel at any time. With over 1 million users and hundreds of thousands of positive reviews, there's a reason why Kickoff is the #1 credit builder on the App Store. So, to start your building your credit today, you can go and get your first month for as little as $1. 80% off. $1 for your first month. You go to getkickoff.com/issues. Issues. That's kickoff without the C. That is KIKOFF.com/issues. Issues. You must sign up via getkickoff.com/issues to activate your offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only. Subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of 84 points between January 23rd and January 24th. For Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600 who paid on time and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results. Maybe.
Curtains, hanging curtains.
Yeah.
Drilling. I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
taking them out.
I was thinking about saying shower curtains. I can do that, but curtains,
No.
like using the drill.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
You
of using
you
the
are
drill.
a maintenance guy. I seen you built something before in the
No, I'm
garage.
just cheap. So sometimes I just be like, how much? No, I can go YouTube University,
I can
baby.
YouTube
University,
baby.
and I'll knock that out.
Yeah, if I do it with somebody, I'm good. If somebody say, "Yo, hand me that," and I'm like, "I got you." So what we doing?
How many Phillips?
Philip,
I didn't know Philip. I went to school with Demetrius.
Demetrius Drew.
You got a Demetrius?
Yeah, exactly when that looks like a star. You bitch.
How did this nigga get his name in there? He said it's gonna be called Flathead.
I looked it up one time, and I can't remember why.
What is this
Because in my head I was like, I got it, and I was like, nope, it left. Because all I think about is the Arthur's head.
Yeah.
Because in King of Queens,
Who?
Arthur was saying that he came up with the Phillips head screwdriver. He's like, it's supposed to be Arthur's head full of screwdriver, but Phillips stole it, and then it was the whole thing, and that's why I can't think of it now.
That's so funny.
That's great.
It could have been called.
Now that's the real
cross.
reason in your head. It's
Yeah, I
'cause it was supposed to be an
can't get it
Arthur.
out.
Yeah, it could have been like cross, like driver, screwdriver. But if somebody said, I take it from here.
Yeah, I take it.
'Cause
Because you had a flathead. You could have called it a double flathead. You could have called it
Right.
a cross. You could.
Right.
Philip was like, nah.
Need this.
I'm wondering
I
why
wanna
you
live
needed
forever.
Philip when you had Flathead.
I don't like flathead as much. If I have a Phillips, like it just seemed like it worked
They
better.
both strip.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why'd they say no? We need to add another line across.
I get
this.
it.
Yeah. I hate the Allen wrenches and like why y'all keep changing things, man? like why do we?
They
Like,
keep trying to get cheaper, bro. Them IKEA Allen wrenches, bro. It's like this thing. Hey, it may snap on you. You may be able to use it for 10 years. You're taking a gamble on
It's
these
damn
things,
sure
bro.
gonna strip. I
Oh,
hate
for
all
sure.
screws.
Yeah.
It should 100% be just a flathead. Because having those little hexagons and this is a hexagon, this is an octagon. It's like why? Why are y'all changing this for? Like why y'all changing the shape? I had the tool for an octagon.
That's why you just get the zzz with the attachments.
Yeah.
That's all I did, just change them out.
Yeah.
Good
With
old
the
hammer
drill.
and nail. I just hammer and nail everything in the house. Just big old holes
Let me tell
covered
you
by
something,
paintings.
man. This is the last time I said this to Chaz. This is the last time I ever put something together. I put this table together and that mug was reversed, like the foundation was on the opposite side. I said, it was supposed to be like this, but it was like that,
Facing outward instead of inward.
And I said, oh God, how? Like I'm thinking, because now it's like shells on it too. And I'm like,
And you know what's funny too? You go like, do I just get rid of this or really embarrass myself if people come over and asking what happened here?
It was
redo
fine.
it, bro.
Because in my head I was like, I can't just like take these off and do like that and put it back. So I was like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be like this now.
It's
So it's gonna
like
be like
this
this.
now.
I was like, I'm gonna glue it just in case anything was loose.
Yeah, I don't follow instructions. I look at the picture. It sounds like you do that too, because I'm like,
Nah, you
all
gotta
these
follow.
letters, and
Yeah.
this is what the picture looks like.
When
Let's go.
I was younger, the thrill of trying to get it right without the instructions.
That's a
is-
show right there.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
always
that was always like, yeah, I can figure this out.
I
I don't
got
need
extra
this.
pieces all day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
aren't you? Like these are spares.
Izzy's crib, I had like 3 screws, and I was like, they probably just put these here just to, it was a little,
Just in
it was a
case I
little
lose it.
wobbly at the bottom.
Yeah.
I
It's
said,
spares.
she's not even 10 pounds. We should be
You doing this
fine.
one or what?
It'd be so many of the same parts, like A and C be the same, and then B and then D be the same. But you just see a little sticker on there. Sometimes them stickers fall off.
Yeah, and it's just like a half an inch off. You're like, wait, these screws are all the same.
Right.
Why do you have them lettered different?
Yeah.
I look at something, I'm like, I see this piece, but I don't see it in the book. Where's it? It's not in the
They
instructions.
messed up. I got it from here.
They messed up.
I got it. And you don't even know if it was like you missing something until you be like, I kind of feel like this was an outdated instruction, so I'm gonna just freestyle.
I hate when
this.
it's just a simple thing as a, like, okay, let's say the bottle's supposed to be this way, but it's supposed to be turned
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
way. Just as simple. Now you got to redo the whole thing. I'd be
Yep.
like,
Yep. And I hate to say, it's simple as 30 minutes. I went 7 hours one time. I had lunch breaks.
Taking a break, coming back the next day. When you gonna clean this? Hey. I'm doing man stuff. I'm working on it.
I will. You know what it is though too? I think back in the day, because they had houses earlier, they were forced to do so many more
Yeah.
things. Like I didn't start doing a lot of stuff until I got a house.
Yeah.
When I was in apartments, you called,
Right.
you know, for
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But when it's on you, I didn't start doing stuff until when they were born.
Yeah.
Before
You
that,
had
I'm
to.
like, I'm calling the landlord.
Yeah.
Like I'm calling the
Call the people.
Yeah.
yeah. But now you got to do everything yourself, and you're like, all right. But then it's kind of
How many
See, I
times-
started doing it because I would add up how much it costs, and I'd be like, all right, that's how much it costs. And then you get there and they're like, plus labor. And you're like, wait, hold on.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, nah.
Yeah.
We
Which is
doing this shit
$50 an
ourselves.
hour.
Yeah.
But a lot of it really be easy though. Like it
Mhm.
really don't be. I had to change all the faucets in the shower. So it was like, you got to turn off the water. I ain't never
Yeah.
turned off the water before. I was like, how do you
Right,
turn
right.
off all the water? They were like, you got to go on the street. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
I don't think you got to do
Wow.
all that.
You
Like,
had to see another YouTube video.
yeah, I had to
how
go on a
turn
YouTube
off
video. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is simple. Turn it off and then take that stuff out. Boom, boom, boom. And it was.
Yeah,
It be.
wow.
It don't be hard.
Right,
It
right.
don't be
It's
I
hard.
about-
hire workers only because I could do it and I do it fast. I'll do other people's shit, but when it comes to mine, I'm like, nah, I need a worker to do mine.
Yeah.
I don't trust.
Like I'm not
me.
messing with any electrical. Like
Right.
I'm not doing none
Right,
of that.
right, yeah.
Like I got the recess lighting, and they was like, "Oh, that's easy." I was like, "No,
Mhm.
nigga, I'm not."
A lot of times you feel like
I'm
I need
not
somebody to
touching it.
blame if something goes wrong. Because
Mhm.
you want to be like my wife's gonna whoop my ass for this. I'm like, Hector did it. Like, how you doing it? Like I need somebody to blame. Like,
Call ICE.
Hey, come
He
on,
did
man.
it.
Not on Hector.
I got this.
Hector's like, fuck you. I'm born here,
Yeah.
bitch. What are you talking about?
The accent go away and everything. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
what you talking about, bro?
I just do this because people love it. They think it's cheaper.
I had to fill out this paperwork for this job. UC was it Irvine? It's for how to get paid there. You got paid there. UC Irvine.
Mm.
I don't know. They for a vendor. So I had to fill out all the paperwork, and I was like, "It's a lot of stuff on many." I was like, "Check here if you want it for exempt," and then it was like, "For your business exempt, you want to go through this with taxes and stuff." And I was just like, I'm gonna send this to Twills and see if she can. And I was like, I don't want to mess up. It was like 5 pages of reading. Make sure you read this. Make sure you read this. Like, do you want to go, send to here through you want to decipher through your business? Like, what is your, your corporation LLC? And I was just like,
that's when you send in a woman. They love details and stupid stuff.
I was like, I'm about to mess up. I do that. Hey, you messed up. I'm like, tell me what I messed up at, so I can just fill that in that. Because it was too many like multiple choice questions. I was just like, I've never done this to get paid.
I used to watch YouTube videos like you, but I realized they lie about the time.
Oh yeah.
You be like, 8 minutes? Cool. I could build a house with a pool
because
inside of it.
the people who say that
they're edited.
They're giving times like because you know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be like us being like, "Oh, stand up! You just get up there for 2-3 minutes to talk." That's for us, yeah. For somebody who never did it, they like after 30 seconds, how much? My mouth is dry. Nobody laughed. Like it's when you know how to do it. Yeah, it takes 10 minutes.
I like when people get on stage and they're like, "Oh man, these lights are bright." Like, yeah, it's not what you thought it's gonna be, is it?
The split decision of comedy is: did I say it wrong? Should I emphasize it more? Should I go to the next joke? Is it the crowd? You were like, it's worked yesterday. What changed?
Yeah, dude. You know what's funny? I had a joke, man, that was working, and now it won't work at all. And I go like, what did
you do?
I don't know. I went back and I listened. I'm like, this sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
I can't figure out what I did
Somebody
wrong.
else got to listen to it.
Yeah, I was like,
I think that San Diego spot when I did mic drop.
Oh yeah,
and I was like,
you were ripping.
I was like, that joke worked everywhere.
Yeah,
And then something happened. I was like, something shifted. And I went back and listened again. I was like, and I threw the joke away.
yeah. I was like, I can't figure it out right now.
Oh, you abandoned it?
No, you
abandoned
can't
it.
abandon it. Something it might have been a voice inflection, something small
That
you missed.
crowd was on cocaine.
Yeah, no, they were hype.
That crowd, and Chaz had the mic on them, so it was more the crowd like laughing versus hearing me. I said, I gotta keep doing this damn joke. Very next week, I was like, after that, I was like, this joke is not working no more.
So if a joke works 100 times and doesn't work 4 times in a row, you like,
Yeah, what
well,
are you talking about?
I didn't. It's still
no, it's
there.
a real question for all you guys.
No, hell no. I'm doing mine.
You're like, no, that was
Because I know
them.
it worked. No, I got to fix it. I remember I did this joke about my dad that was not hitting. It would hit and then it stopped hitting. And then I changed the voice inflection on one part and start hitting again. I was like, oh, I did that. Like, I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But then I was like, also, you don't like doing something the same way every time. But yeah, I was like, I gotta figure out what I did. It works. I gotta figure out what I did. So I was like,
you might be saying it different. And sometimes we say a word in front of a word when it should have been reversed, and that's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
And you did something wrong. If it was working,
I know, it was killing.
you messed it up. You got to go all the way back.
Yeah.
And
God
listen.
damn it, Big Reddy.
Wasn't ready.
I was like,
Medium
this is
ready. You
great.
got demoted.
Medium ready. Medium ready.
What's funny though is like if we do it though, it's like whatever. It's just like you can get yourself out, whatever. I seen a dude this past 2 Sundays ago. It was one of the funniest. Like bombs don't be funny to me no more because I be really feeling bad for them unless they do something that's funny. So dude was doing okay, start tanking, and he said something I ain't never seen a comedian do before, so it made me laugh. But so it's going bad now. And he's trying to find the exit.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, and then don't hit. And so then my dad don't hit. And he just goes, oh, man.
My family's here.
That's great.
And when he said, oh, man, like I had to leave the room because
Yeah.
I laughed hard. And it was quiet.
Yeah.
And I laughed
man.
hard and I felt bad, but it was
Yeah.
so funny. Like I
Yeah.
never heard anybody do that
Yeah.
before.
I probably would have laughed there.
I laughed, bro. It was so
Is that the replacement for, what else? What else?
Yeah.
He said, no, that's a acknowledgement of
Oh,
I am
man.
bombing. He
Yeah.
said, oh, man.
I've heard people whisper, I'm bombing.
Well, the difference is that he, you know what's happening in his mind?
Yeah.
In his mind, he goes, I'm never going to get to go here again.
Yes!
Yeah.
All these
things.
other comedians have seen this.
The
who
host
are,
is about to get up and talk about me.
Yeah,
Like, this is a
like-
black night. Like,
Yeah.
he
and
went
if my
through a lot.
family's there,
And
it's
he's a
like,
white comic.
yeah.
See,
he's
I've
just
heard
like-
about a black comic that I've kind of seen it. He came, did a guest spot, was only supposed to hit the 7 minutes and get off. At 7 minutes, he tried to do his closing joke. It didn't work. So then he kept trying
Yeah.
to get that last laugh, and it took him another 10 minutes, even though he was being late. He did 17 minutes
No, you didn't. You gotta
up
get
front
tasered.
when he was only supposed to come in and do 7. He never got to go up again.
No.
See, and that's the thing is like it's not worth it, bro.
No.
That's
Just take your,
trying
and
to get that
especially if you
laugh.
won the whole time if the last one didn't hit. Oh well.
All right, y'all.
He has a great feature normally, but this time he was trying, but it just they were just like, "You're not gonna get this laugh last, sir."
Because then it starts getting set. You feel the audience starts being like, "Get off, bro! Like we don't want to see you."
We
no
didn't
more."
laugh at your closing.
Yeah, like,
So
and it's
these are-
fine. Like you were doing great. Just get off.
If you don't laugh at the closing, time's up. I appreciate y'all.
And that's why you shouldn't have closers. Well,
had a
that,
good time.
that comes with later. You know, I don't have a closer anymore.
all
Whatever
of
I'm talking
all
about,
of them should be your
yeah,
closers,
whatever I'm
basically.
talking about, and I'll end how I end, and that's that. But yeah, a lot of comedians early on, if they have their set, if the set don't go right, that's what Nate was talking about in his interview recently. I just saw it
Jackson?
yesterday. Yeah, he was talking about how everybody's talking about crowd work when it's crowd work, but it's not. You know what I mean? And he was just saying like it helps you work your muscle of, let's say you got 5 jokes you want to do. Well, if you see a bunch of firemen and your third joke was about firemen, well, open with the firemen one now. You know, like, and he was saying you got to be able to adjust and adapt. And a lot of people can't get off script. And he's like, so who's the better comic? The one that can get off script or the one who's a great writer? But if he gets off script, you know, it's a wrap. Yeah. And you see that all the time. You see people with like, this is my set list. And if this set list don't go, I got nothing else. And it's like, nah, you got to be able to adapt.
I was talking to hear about that. I was like, people need to respect and understand how much more talented crowd work is, because it's like anything can happen. I'm freestyling. You're the material. I'm making it fun. Versus like, of course you go up there, press and play, do with your set. But when you actually can bring the audience, it's like a new evolution of comedy, because you know, like you're really freestyling.
But you're not.
Kinda.
The
I
thing
feel like
is,
crowd work
the
is
thing
easy.
is, crowd
You think
work.
it's easier?
I think
crowd
I
work is
definitely-
a
I think
piece
so.
of your bag. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
able to do it all.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not a separate. Oh, you do crowd work or you do stand up.
Yeah.
No, you're
Right.
supposed to be able to do it all.
No, well, what I'm saying is in like not like freestyling into a set, as in you're really making them material, real time.
Yeah, but at the same time, bro, it's like you ever see dancers and they go almost start freestyling dancing? You ever see this?
Yeah, they do.
And it's a bunch of moves they've done 100 times,
Yeah.
right? But
But same with battle rappers.
yeah, but it's also
Right.
like there's tools, there's tricks, there's things we know. You know what I'm saying? Like I go like it's not I never thought of it being that difficult to do. I mean, but that's also comes from just the work. It's like I really think it's one of the easiest things to do to do a crowd work, to just do that. People and they're excited.
Because you're part of the. You're part of the
Yeah, I
content.
was like it's a whole nother level. Having something out of nothing and being able to write something that makes people laugh for an hour, to me, that's just out your mind, that's insane to me to kill for an hour off stuff that's out your brain. The crowd work, I go like, yeah, dude, it's a great tool. And I'm like, use it to get into material. Like use it, you know, to bounce in and out of stuff like that. But because I'm like, it's easy for me to talk about relationships and crowd work. It's easy. I can see a couple. We can do an entire hour on their relationship compared to mine. You know what I mean? This is really easy. Yeah, you doing that? Oh yeah, does that happen? Like this is shit I've talked about anyways on stage.
Yeah. And the cool part with crowd work, the cheat code about crowd work is it don't have to be hella funny.
Right.
Half of it is questions and answers, trying to
and
find
their response.
the funny part.
Oh, I thought you said Michigan.
So it don't have to. People are just engaged in the act that's going on.
Yeah.
Where if you have a set, that has to be funny.
right.
Crowd work, I could be like, "Where you from?" Okay, how long y'all been here? And people will sit there and wait
No
Right,
way.
5
for
minutes.
that's 5-10 minutes and nothing
Conversation.
funny was said. You're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
So
and everybody else doesn't want to be pointed out and talked to. So
yeah,
they're
so it's
"Ah,
like
yeah, stay on
when you write your set, it's like I did this and then this just got to work. And it got to be funny because you doing a set and you're bombing. That's way different from a question and answer and
Right.
nobody laughing.
Right.
They're expecting laughs. After your
Yeah,
material.
so it's
Crowd work,
like-
they're
And you
waiting.
get to be hacky in crowd work.
Crowd work is
But I'm not gonna say
very
crowd work
close
is
to-
easy because there are people who do crowd work and bomb all the time,
Mm-hmm.
like
All the
big
time.
bomb.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you know it's all. But I'm with Craig. You should have all of it in your bag. You should be able to do everything.
It's like people are like, oh, nah, I like physical comics more than comics that sit down.
It's like,
you
nah.
should be able to do.
You should be able to do
mobile.
everything.
Yeah.
You should be able to do it depending on your mood. You know what? I don't feel like moving today,
I
and
feel
I'm
like,
still gonna crush.
I feel like crowd work is becoming like the Gallaghers of the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this, man?
Yeah.
What? They making
Well,
up for this?
because the Matts
Gallagher.
and the Nates have made it look, and the Ian Bag,
yeah.
they made it look so easy. Everybody think they can do it. And it's like,
OG.
y'all not good at it, for one. Two, y'all don't realize that if you go to their shows, they still have
They still
material.
have content.
They're only putting the crowd work out so they don't burn.
Right.
That's how all this shit started.
Well, even the crowd work is material to a point.
Yeah.
They know where they're trying to get to for which jokes they want.
But people didn't realize when it all first started hitting that a lot of those question and answering things that you saw online was happening after they did their 45 to an hour.
Right.
And then they would do Q&A and then put that shit out because they didn't want to burn the material because they're on tour.
Right.
So then people saw that it was hitting and every comedian was like, okay, I want to put out crowd work now, not realizing these dudes are doing an hour already.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have
Still
material.
cooking.
They're
Yeah.
just putting this out so they don't burn their shit. And then people were putting that out and there's something good. And then it's like,
But you know what's funny? Some of those people were just putting that out so they didn't burn their shit, and then it became the shit they had
Yeah.
to do.
He-
on
he
their
said-
own.
he
No,
just
no.
said that.
He said something
Yeah,
different.
I'm
No.
saying
You
what
didn't.
he
You didn't
said,
listen to
but-
Craig's whole point.
Craig is saying now that they have to do it because that's what people expect.
Oh,
They used to just do it to burn material, but
Yeah.
now people are like,
we need that.
come bring
Yeah.
that crowd
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
come in with the like, we got questions.
Right,
We got,
right.
And you like,
know.
man, I got
Right.
a whole set on my dad that just passed. And,
Yeah.
We don't want to hear
I
that.
want to make this clear before I say this. This is no diss to Matt Rife by any means.
Or
okay?
Nate Jackson.
Or Nate Jackson. But Matt had a video that went viral about. You remember the one about the fireman girl? The girl dumped the guy who was a fireman because he worked too much, right? And so Matt just asked the right questions, bro. And it was like, and she was like, oh, so he's like, oh yeah, we just broke up. And he was like, oh, what did he do? He was a fireman. It was like, oh, you broke up with him? He was like, yeah, he worked. So it's like, you broke up with this man for actually saving people? You broke up with the
Yeah.
hero? And that's the one that really blew up. And I was like, Matt didn't create one joke, but to
Yeah.
just be like,
Ask the right
let's
questions.
let's
Yes.
hold on a second. Let's
Yeah.
unpack this.
Yeah.
I was like, Matt does that incredibly well.
Right.
He
But
will
that's-
take
that's
it,
also
take his
part
time.
of his bag. He does a whole lot.
The
more
leading
than that.
questions.
Yes.
Right.
He's very patient.
Knowing
too.
how to
Yeah,
ask
I was
a
like,
question.
because to me, I go like, yeah, that's the crowd work, but I was like, no, Matt did that perfect. Because some people would rush over that or just get into the jokes. Matt was like, you're gonna hear exactly what you said, and everybody's gonna hear
Yeah.
what you said. And I was like, that was
Yeah. Them questions is real, man.
great. Yeah, you guys know what time it is? It's time to do the chew. That's right, Blue Chew, guys. Into the room, dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet, it's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering Truo tablets for better sex. That's right, we did it first. Once you guys start doing the chew, oh, they gonna notice. They gonna notice and you're gonna be chewing all night long. And they're gonna be like, hey, put that thing away. Put it away. Guys, this isn't just about performance. This is about legacy, or third leg. Let's see what we did there. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know when you lay down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com. We got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get our first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code issues at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Blue Chew's mission to upgrade. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade to humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. That is Issues. Issues. Do the chew. Do it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of times people will answer the question and give you, that's the show.
That's the show.
They'll give an answer so bad or
You're
so
like,
you're like,
ah.
wait, time out. What'd you say?
You see what Alfred Robles is doing right now?
Alfred's killing.
Alfred
He
is
bringing people on
killing.
stage and
Bring
he
it
having
on.
Jerry Springer.
They airing out all. He didn't even got to do nothing.
No.
So what's your thing, fool? He's like, yo, this bitch in the audience was the
Yeah.
one. He's like,
Wow.
it's
and
all.
he's like, oh, fuck. Like, but the thing is, Alfred probably, like Craig said, he want to do it, but it's like, well, this is just y'all. I'm gonna get this bag. I'm gonna get this money.
Yeah, and people want to be a part of the show. They enjoy being like the punchline. They come with one leg. They come in a wheelchair. They come.
Wait, they're just handicapped. You like they want to be the punchline. They
Yeah,
come with
that's-
one
Deion,
leg.
Deion just goes and makes fun of all.
Wait, before the show, they're like, oh, I'm getting on stage tonight. That's not what they're doing. They're not.
I want to be part of the content. He didn't pick me, man. I cut my leg off another.
Deion's like,
Never
we're doing
again.
disability night.
No, they came ready for it.
Now, the only thing I hate about the crowd work era is like you said, people coming to be, hey, I don't want to do this. Shut the hell up
right,
while I'm
right,
like, I
yeah.
don't want you yelling stuff out or talk about. No, I
Yeah.
have
I'm from
things-
Toledo.
Great. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I got stuff I want to. So
Hey.
some people are getting kicked out trying to be a part of the show. It's
Yeah,
like,
doing too much. Doing
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know if I can talk about this. I'm gonna talk about it anyways. We're in Chicago.
you didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
You didn't think about it.
Well,
No one
I was
talking into
already
it.
thinking about it. We were in Chicago with Shantae, so there was these like a group of blind people, right?
Oh.
Oh, first, everything was great, okay, and I don't know what started the ruckus, but they just started getting up to leave. Like I don't remember her having anything that was like bad like that. You know what I mean? So they started getting up to leave. And they bumping in.
In the middle of the show, they got up to leave.
And Shantae was just kind of ignoring that, use the bathroom or something. She didn't make a spectacle of it, right?
Yeah.
And then
Bumping in the shit.
and then they started, talking. They started tripping a little bit, right? And then there was like something, whatever they said. The dude was like, something that's not funny, blah 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 blah, right? So Shantae was like, oh, to see the switch flipping her to be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You guys are blind. To being like, oh, everybody can get it right now.
Yeah.
Nigga, Shantae went she went through the audience, nigga, just with the stand. We don't think you funny, man. We out. Yeah. Murder.
They're like
That
making
was
serious.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, I was like,
Yeah.
hey, dog.
You feel me?
I had it. I think I had
What
it.
they like? I'll whoop your ass. Find me.
Everybody go quiet.
Find me.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, they at that point, you brought it upon yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Once you started talking,
Oh, everybody could get it.
To have her.
You show respect, but
She was
when,
cool,
when
bro.
you take it, it's like, oh, you could get it.
now it was
You
like,
using your blind card too much right now.
yeah. After that, I was like, oh, that's not gonna go well because I know what I would do.
Feel these jokes.
Yeah, because you don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, all right, listen,
Hey.
I'm well versed in this,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's on my side because they're here to see. So you're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a heckler win.
I've seen a couple.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
In black rooms.
Yeah, I said
You-
when
it's
it's
a-
like
there's a lot of
not
funny,
on,
scared niggas.
Not when it's like
Yeah.
your show, but when it's
Yeah.
a big show with like a bunch of comics on it. Sometimes that audience member's pretty funny.
Yeah. Heckle
Put the
back.
light on him, and then he's like, "Thank you for the light. Now hear me."
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah. It's funny to
I think that's how Boo got on from
Oh,
heckling
boy.
from the crowd.
Now I've heard a story a comedian told me, and this was just funny. And the dude wasn't even trying to like kill; it just was funny. He said he walked out. He was having a terrible set. He got booed off stage. He left. The host was like, "Come on, y'all! Like, give him another chance." And the audience was like, "You know what? Our bad." He said he came out. He did another joke. It didn't hit. Somebody yelled out, "Boo again, nigga!" and he said. That was it. He said, but it was so funny
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
that was good.
Absolutely.
He got off on a laugh. It was someone else's, but
and he just left.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I had to tell somebody once, like, all right, that was great. Don't make the show about you. Because I got 20 more minutes, nigga.
Yeah.
We will make this all about you. And then we all moved on amicably.
Yeah.
'Cause that becomes a problem.
And they just get mad. That's when they start losing, they just get.
That's when they get all quiet and they start collecting their stuff.
Yeah.
I hate when you ask a crowd a question or one person a question in the crowd and they like, so yeah. So I would say it was about like Friday, me and my mom and you like,
That's the risk you take. No,
like wrap this up, man.
that's the risk. That's why I don't like.
Yeah.
When I ask a question, I don't really ask a question. You know what I mean? I'm like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you got the hair. And before they even say, so when I was like, I don't even, you're not, I don't have time for you to gather your thoughts. Or,
Right.
I'm like, no. I'm not.
And also, you can drown out a heckler in laughs.
Yeah.
I had, I forgot what joke I told, but it was one, it was a risque joke. And one Latina lady was like, boo. I just kept on going. I just drowned her out with more laughs. I was like, you ain't got to even acknowledge it.
They be wanting attention. Some people just want attention. It's like, you can go past it.
Yeah. Because I'm going to say something I shouldn't be saying. That's going to happen. So you just keep it pushing, bro. Once the audience is on your side, dog, it's hard to lose.
Yeah. Because then they'll start, shh.
Yeah.
The person getting kicked out.
I was like, man, these people paid money to be here, man. I came to give them a show, and you over here ruining it. You give that speech.
I asked this question to Chaz and we had this back and forth and I hate this nigga for this. If somebody was like, if somebody was like, I'm gonna give you $1 million to create your special, how extravagant, big, what were some of the things you would do? There's no money limit, obviously. What would you do to make it unique? The one that will stand out is like, yo, he has stepped the stand-up game. Shut up, Chaz.
I was gonna just tell him what my answer
yeah,
was.
no, yeah.
My answer was, I'm gonna go get a theater. I'm gonna have a mic stand and a stool. Then I'm gonna keep 900.
I was about to say the same thing, bro. I was about to say the same thing. I'm like, you got $1 million. Give me the money. I can find a room.
Yeah, I spent it all, man. You don't see everything around here.
I'm gonna spend about 20, and I want. That's the first thing that popped in my head was like, why are you trying to spend $1 million?
I kept
on a special.
I'm gonna have 20 dancers come out with me. It's gonna be like this. Craig.
I'm gonna do the whole intro to Aladdin when he came to meet Princess Jasmine. No,
Hey, I'm gonna do a Gerard. Do that bitch at the Comedy Store. How's it? That shit couldn't cost no money,
bro.
Yeah.
If you got $1 million to play with, give me the money.
The comedy
Man,
show.
I'm not even putting the special out.
So you want to
You gotta put it out.
Yeah.
You breach a contract now.
Like, let me have the money, bro.
I want to see somebody have the confidence to do a stand-up special where it's just them, a mic, a black background, no audience,
Woo!
and they just go.
Why
keep
no
that same
audience?
energy?
So you don't have anything to gauge off of. You're just going.
Gerard did
And
that.
no, he had
With
an
no
audience.
In the bathroom.
What,
Huh?
I mean,
what
didn't he
special
do
you
it
do
when
in the
he shoot his house
bathroom?
or
That's
whatever
the
like
only
that?
one you see now.
No,
wow.
He did it.
He did
in
a
his-
documentary
he did it-
style thing.
He did it in his room or in his living room or some shit like that. Nobody was there.
I never heard of that.
It was early.
That
It
was
was early
Instagram
on, like
Live.
right after he did his first actual. I think it was after the Comedy Store one, and he did this thing and it's like
I
his
know he
living
did a
room.
reality show. You talking about the one with Tyler the Creator on it?
Nah, he just did stand up. There was no audience.
Oh, I got to check that out.
I mean, it wasn't.
Well, I want them to do a good one. The one I'm talking about.
But why no audience? That seems like, what does that
Because
bring?
sometimes-
And I could be mistaken.
Because
But
with
I'm
me,
pretty sure
when
he
I
did
when
that.
I watch, sometimes an audience, when you have an audience, it could, like your laughter could inspire somebody else to laugh with you.
Mm-hmm.
When there's no audience, when you're just watching it from home, you're gonna pick up on whatever you pick up on. You're not gonna be influenced by other people's laughter.
But then what? How would it shake the comedian? Then he's just doing his act.
Yeah.
Now, if you had like 5 people in there,
No,
that would shake me more than having nobody. Nobody, I'd be like, all right, I'm just gonna act like there's 1,000
You're
people.
doing an Instagram Live. You just like talking with nobody in the feed. You don't know if it's working. You know if it's like, because I think also laughing is contagious. When other people laugh, they're like, that is funny. Versus like, that's weird.
Because then it just depends on the audience. If there's 5 people on there and they're like in a big ass theater, that would shake me way more
The
than
silhouette in the
nobody.
background.
Nobody,
But
there's no pressure.
You don't hear a
My
laugh,
bad.
but you have to make sure it still connects with the people at home.
So you
like
perform
that.
it for the camera.
Yes.
But
Strictly
so
for the
so then
camera.
I'm like, that's not a big shake to me.
That's a one-man show.
Yeah, I'll go 5 folks though.
There's no audience. There's no
Pressure's
audience
on.
the
So
show, you know what
Gerard
to
did
go
not
off
do
of.
that.
He
He
did?
did. He played a character on a show that did that.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what it was. So the stand up did no audience, and he just did it.
I still want to check it out.
Yeah. So it wasn't. He didn't have a special that did that. Because I knew I'd seen it. I was like, why is he performing with no audience? It wasn't him. He was
that
playing
just
a
seems
character.
like it would be the weirdest thing for a comic to do.
Yeah.
That just seems unfulfilling.
If there was one person in there,
If you still killed and when you go outside and people like, yo, I seen your special.
I would. I just probably the thing
the
I
one
like-
called No Laughs. Man, that shit was crazy.
all jokes, no laughs, coming out this fall. To do, Craig, you really got me interested. I really love to see 5 people in a big ass theater scattered out. They don't even know each other. They can't.
You
sit
hear the
together.
one laugh in the back.
Or you hear somebody.
come to the front. No, we good.
Because then it's,
You said you want to see that on the special?
now that Craig said that, I go like, oh, I would love to see that now. So now the pressure on. They're gonna keep going through these 5 cameras to see these people's reaction. And if you're doing a joke and no one laughs, or just like, way over here.
Because I was about to say 5 people. We've all done that.
Yeah,
So.
what
But
if
not theater.
But not scattered out in a big ass theater.
you had the amphitheater, you had Universal Amphitheater, and your team don't want to tell you like it's only 5 people out there, and they're like the camera crew is like you got to pay them, so you might as well keep doing it.
Might as well keep going.
And now you like they don't tell you until you come out there. Then you go-
Live. from Universal Amphitheater.
What's up?
Keon,
And you gotta get the same energy. Like,
but you don't hear a roar.
You still have Kid Capri bring you out?
Did they say not to be quiet?
yeah.
No, they'd have to tell you because you'd be like, "How's it looking out there?"
Man.
It's like,
Great.
you're
You
gonna
got
kill.
You got this.
Like.
It's nothing you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Get out there.
That is terrifying.
You just focus in on one person. How's it looking out there, man? It's just one bad chick out there. She is.
You don't like
No, you gotta tell them, what does it matter? Whether there's one person or 100 people, you go out there, you do it the same way. And you're like, you're right, you're
You
right.
have to
you're
get
right,
them to say,
you're
"You right,
you're
you right."
I got you. You go out there, there's literally one person.
You worried about the wrong thing. This is special, baby. You did it. Like,
What's up, y'all? You? What's up, you? How are you? Where's that? What happened? I have to ask.
And then the person was like, okay, listen, we didn't advertise Thursday night. All we did was Friday and Saturday. So Thursday is just people in the park. So, so we need you to still film it because we got these camera crew for 3 days. So we're gonna need that same reaction, same energy.
No, you-
so we can
that-
splice it in.
in that case, though, I would be excited because I get to run it before Friday, Saturday. So now I'm like, all right, cool. This is a test run. The pressure's off.
Right.
Like, I
We
get to-
live, baby.
Yeah.
you know what they
fine.
do? Hey, because it's so light tonight, we canceled Friday and Saturday. We don't want to take that risk again. So this is it. This is the one. This is the one. You got to make this one work, champ.
Ooh, we'll just add the crowd work.
Because why would we risk Friday and Saturday?
And you go out there and do the best rendition of your set you ever did in your life.
Yeah, the breathing hard.
Good night, San Francisco. Thank you, everybody.
Don't
Like,
worry
you
about it. We're
perform the
going to
concert?
CGI the crowd
we're
in
gonna add the
later.
crowd. We're gonna add the roaring laugh.
The AI crowd now, they be all mixed into people.
The arms like
The funniest part though is
crossing
they would make it. They'd move everybody. They know how to do that shit.
Yeah.
We've
Punch
all
them all
seen
together.
people's
We've done it
specials
before.
and ain't but 30 people in there, but it
Right.
look packed by the time you watch it on TV.
You see the same 5 people
Right,
in different
right, different
shirts
shirts,
during
yeah.
your special.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. You knocked your thing out.
Or you had to just do a real close up of you the whole time. Like, what's his name?
Oh my God!
Who did that?
Go and do it. Go
Who
and be
did the
risky.
close-up
Go ahead
special?
and do
You
it.
know
If you look
going
at
to.
Brandon T. Jackson's special, it is
Oh, shit.
here.
Oh, I never saw it.
I didn't know you were gonna say the name. You just said it.
I didn't know you was going to go there.
I never saw it.
I didn't see it either.
I didn't even know you had a special.
Oh,
I knew
boy.
he did. That's when he had the lion clothes on.
I didn't.
When he was Israelite for those 2 years.
This is a monster.
So it was
dude.
up close.
It was here. It was
It was a selfie special.
They're gonna cheat it.
No, I don't have it ready.
I've been
but-
sending it to numerous people.
But it was like, are you ever gonna pan?
yeah, and
There's a selfie special.
It might have been during COVID. Was it during COVID though?
yeah.
Oh, well.
I'll give you any. I don't think
Hey.
it was though. It wasn't. You tried though. You're a good guy. Like
Good businessman. Good
it
businessman.
wasn't though.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Oh
That's
boy.
San Diego. I like that. I
Yeah.
was trying to peep it.
This
Oh,
was
okay.
definitely stolen.
All-Star game.
Definitely stolen.
What year? 2000.
I'm not taking the hat off. You don't want to see a bunch of there.
Which,
No, 90, 92?
what you mean it was
You should
stolen?
get that reverse fade.
This was gifted to my daughter. I said, "You don't wear hats.
Yeah.
you don't wear hats."
92. That's when Gwen and them was still playing.
Pedro. You know baseball like that? Oh, you did play baseball.
Tony Gwynn, the greatest hitter of all time.
Yeah,
Arguably.
Arguably.
I mean, this number's just crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
Did you hear about the dude, the baseball player who? God, what's his name? I posted in my stories, but they had like a breach of contract, like in 2000, and they had said we're going to pay you $20 million, and he got traded to another team, and then they fired him. He said we agreed to pay you this much money, so it's like every single year they pay him $1 million because like a breach.
Bobby Bonilla?
Who?
Bobby Bonilla.
Oh, bro, that's
It's a whole Bonilla day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
I was
thing.
like, nigga,
that's for the Mets. He got the best contract of all time.
ever.
Griffey
I was
still
saying,
getting
Ken Griffey
paid.
Jr. still get paid. Yeah.
Who?
Ken Griffey Jr.
Shit, and if you go to the NBA, doesn't Allen Houston still get paid for the Knicks?
You don't know Ken Griffey Jr.?
I mean, he's got paid
Yeah.
forever.
Almost.
I don't know.
I'm in the
But yeah,
shoes.
Bobby Bonilla, that's like
I didn't know
famous.
that.
That's
I didn't
like-
know that.
Oh, yeah.
It just passed like a couple days ago.
He get paid. He been getting paid. Because he was popular back in like Rookie of the Year days.
Wow.
Remember that movie? Rookie?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like, he's
yeah.
like that's
Oh,
when he
damn.
was popping.
Wow. So what happened? Like for them to mess up
They
that bad?
the at the time the Mets owner they were trying to do this. They didn't know, like, basically, they didn't know how it was going to go. They were just trying to dump money or something like that. And it was like, oh, we can just get rid of it now. And, you know, but it was just a whole, they didn't know.
Right.
They didn't know how long they paid this man. Because I looked it up one day, and you know, it was a whole thing of like they were just trying to do what was best for the team now.
As in,
Wait,
Not-
what
not
was
even
the
worried
deal?
about-
I don't understand what the deal
like
was.
how
The way
dumb
his
is
contract
this?
was set up, it was like, yeah,
Just a
we'll pay
roundabout,
you the money we owe you, but they didn't factor in like a bunch of other stuff, and then they were paying us like
They've been paying them since 20 years ago.
Yeah. Every year. He was sitting on the couch making more money than all of us doing
And how
nothing.
are you not super rich now? Why aren't you investing your money properly?
Oh, he's
He
straight.
is. They
No,
have to pay him.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I get
straight.
it, but I'm saying as in like take that money and put it in like
For
real
what?
estate.
I get $1 million every year. What? Why am I play this stuff for what?
Invest
I'm
and that can
chilling.
get billionaire,
That
man.
check ain't
chilling.
cutting off. It's like, all
Yeah,
right.
if he's not married, he's a cokehead.
It's not like you get
He's
130
chilling.
million, then you never
Yeah,
get
but
nothing
Griffey
again.
Was he
got that
good?
money from the Reds
I
for
know
a
King
long
Griffey was good,
time
but was he
after
any good?
years. Bobby
Bobby
O'Neill,
O'Neill?
yeah.
Junior
yeah,
or senior?
yeah.
You talking about King
Junior.
Griffey? Junior.
And when he got that contract with the Reds, and they paid him for years.
I think they still paying him.
Yeah, I don't think his thing is up either.
Or he might be done.
And baseball contracts be different, bro. Everybody fuck
Yeah.
no
I can't
baseball.
even find
Yeah.
these clips anymore.
That's what I said. It's a long time ago.
I
dude.
He
wanna-
probably had him.
it was a
I
couple
can
years
find
ago.
it.
Probably
Yeah.
scrub.
I can find it for you because I sent it to Mark.
Oh, you talk about Chaz? You want to send
Because I know
because
because I don't talk to him that often in DMs, so I can find it easily.
All right. So you're the one who sent it out to
Yeah.
people.
Let's just do this part now. We
Yeah.
back with another episode of Daddy Issues.
A
gunshot. A gunshot.
Deion Lack is filling in
Uh-huh.
for
Deion's
DC
here.
Irvin.
2 fingers in your face.
Now let's get out of here. Where you gonna be, Keon?
I'm oh yeah, finally I can advertise shows. So July 25th, I am at Flappers for Keon Poley and friends. I got my lineups. Dion, you on there, right?
I'm on the show.
Dion's on there. I
was
forgot
cautious
who the
with it.
other 3 are.
Me too.
You are?
No.
Oh. I don't be. I'll be booking so far out. I don't be knowing who on there.
You are?
So yeah, please pull up to that Yoo-Hoo Room, July 25th, Friday night. So no weekday excuses. And then starting in August, I'm back out on the road. So August 2nd, I'm at Broadway Comedy Club in New York. And then August 16th, I'm in Houston. And then August 28th through the 31st, I'm in Phoenix. So get y'all tickets, pull up to those. New York, you got a chance to pull up again. New York, even though last time I went, even though the audience wasn't what I wanted turnout-wise, energy and laugh-wise, probably was my favorite audience
New
of
York?
the year in 2024. So y'all just the same people come out and just bring a friend, and then it'll be sold out. So yeah, pull up to that. Houston, I haven't been in years, and y'all been asking me to come for like years, so I'm finally coming.
Yeah. Super
So-
vibrator, goodness.
And then thank all y'all who've been signing up and watching Wildly Inappropriate, especially
Hey.
those who saw the clips and then tagged along. And the clips gonna be wild, but the conversations be good. And KeonPoley.com for everything. And that is it, I believe.
July 31st, I am at Petty Cash in Los Angeles, hosting for Martin Morrow's comedy special and some other stuff. Macaroni and Chaz, baby.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Lack and Chaz are here.
We're here.
man. Like a running Chaz. That's it.
That's
That's
it.
lacking. That's Aroni and Chaz.
There it is. There it is.
I'm the whole Oroni and
Yeah,
Chaz.
Aroni and Chaz. That's just lack.
Yeah, so I'll be on Keon's show July 25th. I went the wrong way. July 18th, my B-Day comedy show will be the cancer season. We got a fire lineup.
Who's on the lineup?
We got Off the Top of the Dome.
Oh, Off the Top of the Dome. I love him.
That's a great
That's
dad
not a
joke.
comedy
That's a great
name.
dad joke.
That's Von DiCarlo,
Mhm.
Justin Hires.
Okay.
Yes,
All right, Justin
Lester,
Hires.
Yes, sir. Okay.
PK Mackey.
Now you got some strong people up over there, dude.
Yeah.
You've been
Kyle
making
Hamilton,
promises.
Mm-hmm.
Ebony Tolliver,
Mm-hmm.
and Benjamin. Is it Obadilla?
Okay, I didn't know some of them, but for the most part, I liked a lot of the
This
people
is
you had.
Abadilla. What?
What?
This-
Oh, you saw it?
This
I
is
DM'd it
insane.
to you and you too.
The audience? What do you see?
This is insane.
I
They
did
never
see-
showed up.
All right.
What-
And
what's
I'm
the audience?
at Craig Waynes on everything. You
What does it
catch
look
the
like?
Wild Child
No,
Tour
watch.
this weekend, Spokane Comedy Club in Spokane, Washington. And next
pull up.
weekend, it'll be at the Funny Bone Comedy Club, Orlando,
I'm pulling
Florida.
up.
You'll probably see me there.
Yeah, it is, ladies and gentlemen.
I have questions.
That's it. That's it.
All right, we out.